get back in the part of the swamp and let you take some footage.
Hell yeah, that's cool. Whatever you want to do, man.
Back in the boonies. We'll get back there at some point.
All right.
I'm out of it.
See you guys.
Throw a bottle cap at it.
We had a slingshot. I might have caught it on here. I didn't see it, but I've seen it shoot down a couple of times.
It's not like we're in an aluminum motor.
Oh yeah. Riding into the storm. Just aluminum. I'll set up a lightning rod. Wait, does graphite enough electricity? I can't remember.
Alright. I'd hold on to those.
Yeah, don't be a dumbass.
I'm gonna have to reach back there again.
I know. I'll do it this time. Wiggloff is caught. Is he still? Yeah, he's alive. He's just sitting there. They're pretty fish. There's the pattern on them. Beautiful. I'm jealous, Wiggloff. I'm damn jealous. Of what? Today, I'm going to talk about something that I think is something that ails many of us that are in these sort of, as you could say, nationalist circles, these online circles. And that thing is a lack of real life interaction. You know, in the almost 2 years that I've been doing this, you know, I've met many people just online that, you know, I would really enjoy meeting in real life, you know. To be able to shake their hand, conversate with them. And that little bit of video that I showed you at the first, last week, I made a 10-hour round trip. I went down south to visit my friends Swamp and Wiggloff, and I had an absolutely wonderful time. We went fishing out in the swamp and at the lake. It was wonderful. It is something that I had been missing. You know, out of the people that watch my videos, my family, of course, you know, I've met them. But my friend Wes Tillman, I see him ever so often. But this is the first time that I actually met Wes through Way of the World's Nat Connect operation. But this is the first time I went on a trip to meet some guys. And I had a blast. We went fishing. It was wonderful. I had a wonderful time. And I think this lack of in real life interaction is something that we sorely miss. This sense of camaraderie, you know, it's a good thing. It's healthy, and it's how it should be. You know, I think being online, it's a good way to network and, you know, conversate with people and exchange ideas, but it's no substitute for in real life interaction. You know, and I would encourage people to try to do this sort of thing. Now, with meeting anyone online, this just doesn't just mean these little circles that we have here. It applies to everything, you know. Just be careful, you know. Be careful. Use your head. Use common sense. If someone's wanting to meet up with you and they make you feel uncomfortable, make you nervous, if they ask you to do things that they themselves wouldn't do, if your gut has some feeling, you know, I'm a strong believer in intuition, that, you know, if you sense something that is off, odds are it's probably off. Use common sense, you know. There are federales, that are in these circles. It's obvious. But these guys, I talked to them for about a year. Talked to them on the phone. Finally went and met them, and it was outstanding. You know, I was a little nervous. I have to admit, I was a little nervous about going down there. But I mean, I wasn't really, you know. I believe they were good people, and that is exactly what they are. They are outstanding men. I met Swamp's beautiful family. These are good people. Outstanding people. Wigloff, I wish I had your head on my shoulders when I was your age. When I was your age, I was just retarded, to be honest. Got a bright future. Just gotta find you a woman. And I'm sure you will here soon. But these people, they're just normal guys. And I went out on a limb, and it was totally worth it. So I think this is something that we should do. We should try to do at least. Here next month, I have a friend from up north who's going to come down for a weekend down here to visit us. I'm pretty excited about it. He also makes YouTube videos. I think we're going to make a video together while we're down here together. There's a couple of other guys in Middle Tennessee that I intend on meeting here soon as well. You know, this is something that we need. You know, they want us to feel so isolated, so atomized, you know. And when you're doing this, you know, as I said earlier, use common sense. Don't do anything you don't feel comfortable doing. And if it's something outlandish, you have to ask yourself, would this motherfucker here be willing to do what he's trying to get me to do? You know what I mean by this. It's something we sorely need. Certainly. You know, you gotta take a chance sometimes. Just be wise about it. And I know it's often said, you know, not to trust anyone. And there is truth to that. But there's times in life where I think you have to trust. It's just a matter of whether you made a sound and good judgment on who to trust. So, this is just some thoughts I had. Once again, thank you, Swamp and Wigloff, for inviting me down there. I had a wonderful time. It was great, and I can't wait to do it again here soon. But we all should do this, or at least attempt to. Heck, there's just another guy. I think me and him's we live roughly in the same area. I think we're gonna go shoot some guns here in a few days at a rifle range. Pretty excited about this, you know. There's all this online stuff. It's got its place, it's got its purpose, but we need real life interaction. There's no substitute for it. None at all. Is there anything else? You know, I don't really talk a lot in real life about a lot of my views. You know, I really don't like talking about politics too much. On these videos, that's what I talk about fairly often, I would say. I kind of vent to you all, because I don't really talk about it in real life, you know. Every now and then I get to talking to someone, I might leave a breadcrumb or two leading to my conclusions about things, but usually don't force it, you know. Most people don't understand, I would imagine. You know, Miranda, my friends, they asked me when I was down there what her thoughts were on things, and you know, she agrees with me. She doesn't really understand a lot of it. Well, she kind of does. She understands better now than she did, you know, a couple years ago. She asks me things, and I try to explain them to the best of my abilities. And she's like, wow, it's pretty interesting, you know. But she's not really inclined to be interested in such things. You know, she's been more interested in, you know, what I would call, you know, traditional feminine things. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that's the way I'm perfectly content with that. I'm happy with it. You know, I don't expect, you know, she's interested in feminine things, you know, like cooking. She keeps my clothes clean for me. She helps me, you know. She's a woman. She does womanly things. We don't really talk a whole lot about these things, which is why it was awesome to get to go meet some friends. We think the exact same way. It was truly good. It's good for the soul, I think. So I think we should try to do this more often. All of us. Like I said, be careful. Be careful. Use common sense. And you should turn out all right. You should turn out all right. And you will get something that is a kind of a cure for something that's ailing us. Thank y'all for watching. Bye-bye.